Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I just wanted to shoot a quick video and let you check out some very nice cases. And this is going to be the first one. I'm going to shoot another video when the other ones roll in. This is a silicone case for a Mototrbo radio. And it'll work on the 6300, 6500, 6550s, and 6350s. And these are very, very nice. I'm going to try to get into the light here. Maybe focus in. This is a silicone sleeve. And as you can tell, the cutouts are very accurate on these. And one complaint I had about Mototrbo radios is they're slick. They're slick to the grasp. And also, they're very prone to scratching. So, you know, if you've got them on your belt, if you've got them even in a holster, sometimes the screens get scratched. You can put an iPhone protector on, that would be a very good idea. But this silicone sleeve, I want you to see how precise it fits. This is from Radio Grips. Try and get that little piece of fuzz off of it. Had it on my back pocket, so I was coming over here. There we go. But you can see how neatly everything fits and how tightly it fits. If you're looking for something with positive grip, you can even get this battery belt clip on and off. And the contacts along the bottom are exposed. Now, when I put this in a gang charger, this hung up on here. I didn't want to force it in because, you know, there's no point in that. You can slip this on and off very quickly and very easily. But for a very, very well put together case, this is very nice. Everything is very responsive on this. You've got your menu buttons. Everything is just like it should be. Utilities, radio settings, talk around. Go back to the menu or just go out of it completely. Very, very nice. It is a dust magnet and lint magnet. But you can swipe it off with a little cloth of Armor All, and it's going to protect your radios, what the bottom line is. You've got an exposed microphone, you've got an exposed speaker, you do have an exposed screen. That's one thing that you kind of have to watch out for. This is a new housing, by the way. And in order to protect your radio, and it also protects it from spills and other things like that, but the radio is already protected for that. These are very good. I am going to get another one in that's a different type of case for the Mototurbos, and it's going to be specifically meant for the 6550s in that it has a keypad. Although it will work on the 6500s. I do have some 6500s in UHF-Q. No, I'm sorry, UHF-VHF. Hang on. I believe they're VHF. Yeah, they are VHF. I've got 6550s in 450 to 520, and those are very, very good radios. All the Mototurbos are good radios. I particularly like the XDS line, but when your agencies are switching over to Mototurbos, this is a very good investment. See, all the buttons are easily accessible. Scroll buttons, the push to talk. Let's go back. Scan on, scan off. And you've got your push to talk. And even up here, I believe it says 6550. The light's not picking it up. But anyway, as far as those go, they're very, very capable radios, and they're very, very good. I don't consider them to be ideal for public safety, but I do know that some public safety systems are on DMR, so in that respect. As far as antennas go for Mototurbos, I don't know. Got a lot of them here in VHF, and then I've got quite a few in UHF. Probably that many again, in different configurations. And I do have a wideband that I forgot about. Wow. I always use a wideband. But all OEM, and I even have the stubby versions as well. But as far as the radios go, and as far as everything's going, I hope that you're ready for the holidays. Personally, I'll be glad when all this hoopla is over as far as the Christmas season merchandising. I'm not too hip on that. But it is what it is, and they're going to do it regardless, and people are going to be buying regardless, and making the stores a nightmare to be in and out of. But I'm sure they'll have a year-end sale to top that off. As far as like, dust covers, we've got a very large supply of those as well for the Mototurbos. I'm just kind of gearing up because I've been getting a lot of people needing Mototurbo items. So those are dust covers. I do have a few housing kits. And I've got some of the batteries. And by the way, I do want to make a little note on the thing to be able to be on the lookout for. There are China sellers who are selling batteries for about 15 bucks. And I noticed that some US sellers on eBay are getting around to actually listing those as being actually made in the USA and OEM Motorola and all that. They're anything but. By the way, I do have some replacement housings. I don't know, I've probably got 15 or 20 of those. But anyway, I'm trying to get everything put away here. But one thing you need to look for on the batteries is, if I can get one, I don't think I've got one without a battery clip. You need to look for the Impress logo, and the one that the China sellers, here, I'll just get the battery out, this is a lot easier. One that the China sellers are selling, they try to make it look really, really close, but they'll say Impress down here, but they won't say Motorola up here, and they're feather light, and I wouldn't trust one as far as I could throw it. These are actually OEM, but you'll notice the labeling, and also notice the kit numbers on these two. Check, because there are knockoffs that are out and about. You know, these these batteries were produced in Malaysia. So they're produced in Malaysia, as a lot of Motorola's equipment is, but they're produced under Motorola's licensing and control, and with that you get quality and reliability. With China knockoffs, you do not. As far as the radio sales, I do want to thank all the folks who've been buying. This has been, it's been a record year for me. It's been a record year, and I'm very, very pleased with all the good customers that have come my way. Gabrielle, I hope that you're enjoying your Mototrbo. I do want to make a very, very nice public thank you to a fellow named Bassam, and he is really, really one of the good fellas that has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to APX radios, and really when it comes to radios on all fronts. But he went over the CPS with me. He took a good couple hours out of his afternoon on a web call, and I want to thank you very much, Bassam, for that. That was a wealth of knowledge that was dearly and greatly needed. It's going to help me a lot. And the APX CPS is a little tricky. Mototurbos, they do have channel announcement. Bassam pointed that out, and the files are actually in the CPS, which is, you know, I haven't really gotten around to these Mototurbos that gotten really that deep into them, but at the same time, it's time to jump into that pool and start carrying them and selling them. And I've been doing that for quite a while, but sold a lot of them and had good luck with them. But I do want to thank all the folks who've been buying from me, and I appreciate all your business. Folks who are watching the channel, I'm trying to, you know, toss a video up when I can. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see, I can't guarantee that that I'll be able to do it, but leave some suggestions down in the comments box. When it comes to programming, I'll tell anybody, and I've told anybody that's ever called or asked, you know, these guys that are on message boards and do this as a hobby, when it comes to programming, I can handle the technical side of the radios, but when it comes to actually programming, I don't program radios. I program my own radios for sale, and I can do the flash and firmware and things like that, but when it comes to actual programming, I'm not a big user of two-way radios. I can do the testing, I can do the conversions, I can do things like that, I can do the parts, I can do pretty much anything, but when it comes to programming, you're on your own, and liability does come into play on that as well. You're pretty much on your own when it comes to programming a radio. I can help you if I can, but you know, for the most part, go to P25 forums. There's very, very, very knowledgeable people there, and they will help you. They will help you more than any other message board that I've run into. And I think they're a very good source for information. In fact, I know they are. Trying to think if I'm forgetting something. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot, but I'm in a rush. I've got orders to get out. But I just wanted you to check this out. This is very, very nice. Bassam, thank you so much for giving me that walkthrough on the APX CPS. I've got a very good understanding of it as I jump from platform to platform in programming different models of radios, such as the Mototurbos, the APXs, even down to the HD1250s, and back onto the XTS. I jump around to those platforms and I forget a lot, but I tried to take as many notes as I could, and I think I've got a pretty good understanding of what we went over, and I do want to thank you for that. Folks who, you know, who give information out and take time out of their day, I truly appreciate, and it's a good thing. And there's a lot of good radios out right now, and evidently Mototurbos are really in demand. So I don't know. You know, I mean, I think they're great radios. They've got their applications. I think they're more suited for the public sector, or private and public sector, rather than public safety. But with that said, these radios are very capable. They're powerhouse radios. With accessories like this, there's a lot that these will do in order to aid and make these radios a little bit better over the things that, you know, the gripes that I have with them. This is a very well made case. Very well made. The case that I'm going to be showing you on the next video really isn't. It's a China knockoff, but it does have the keypad exposed, and it does have the screen exposed, but they're covered with plastic. Much the same as when I did a video on, I think it was 1250s. It was a clear sheet up, but it's leather of some sort, you know. I'll see when it gets here. But anyway, hope you're all doing well, and again, thank you to all the folks who are buying, and all the folks who will be buying in the future. I do appreciate your business. I appreciate the views. If you like the video, you know what to do. And again, drop some comments in the comment box. And I do want to mention YouTube is getting very difficult for me to navigate all the comments that have been coming in. They're coming in off older videos, and I don't exactly have time to go through each one and answer them, but I try to do that as best I can. So please forgive me. Don't think I'm just blowing you off. A lot of times it's just I'm having a hard time getting navigated around YouTube lately. But with that said, if you leave a comment, I'll check it out. I'll read it and do my best to answer it. If it's something I can't answer, I'll probably just go ahead and let somebody else answer the question for me. Because there are a lot of hobbyists who are really into these radios and really are into the programming of these radios, and the radio buffs, and they enjoy just radios and radio programming in general. I'm a seller and a reseller, and I don't really, I'm not really into radios at this point to that degree. But, you know, when it comes to doing the work on them, I'm all right to do that. When it comes to programming them up to sell, I'm all right to do that. But when it comes to programming to other people's frequencies, I don't do that because of just liability and time involved. I'm moving a lot of product. I'm getting a lot of product in. I've got a lot of work to do. So I hope you understand on that end. I'm pretty sure you do. Take care, guys, and I hope you found this video at least, you know, informative in some way. If it wasn't, well, don't know what to tell you. I'm my worst critic on these, and I can't watch them. I can't watch them after I annotate them. I just let them go. But anyway, take it easy, guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a nice Christmas and holidays, and take care.